What it says here is the widespread killing of keystone species, specifically bison, beavers, and wolves, have significantly increased atmospheric carbon levels by destroying ecosystems that naturally absorb and store carbon. So, and I'll show below that the projected savings is equal to what the Paris Climate Agreement wanted in a reduction in emissions. So, instead of controlling emissions, let's solve the actual problem, which is we destroyed our natural ecosystems, which will store carbon in healthy ways so that we don't destroy our atmosphere. Okay, now of course we didn't know this, but now through science we do know this. So with bison, losing the grassland carbon sink. Let's read this, okay? So when tens of millions of bison were slaughtered, the grasslands lost their primary agent for carbon management. There were like 60 million bison in America and Canada. Went down to like 1,000 around 1900. Anyone wonder what the problem was? Reduce soil carbon. Bison graze, trample, and fertilize in a way that promotes healthy, deep-rooted grass growth, which captures large amounts of carbon in the soil. Okay, so if they're not doing that, the carbon's just going in the atmosphere. Loss of sequestration capacity. Without bison, plant diversity decreases and soil health declines, causing the land to store far less carbon. And because when bison are there, the way they interact with the land and they roll in the land, they create these like wells that stores groundwater. Water stores carbon. And all those grasslands have really deep roots. They need the groundwater. So all of the animal working with the land and the grass, we destroyed that system, and so the carbon goes into the environment, okay? Then let's, look at the beavers, okay? What are the beavers doing here? So beavers are ecosystem engineers who create wetlands, which are among the world's best carbon storage ecosystems. Releasing stored carbon. Beaver dams create ponds that trap carbon-rich sediment and waterlogged wood. This organic matter decays very slowly, keeping carbon trapped. Conversion to drylands. When beavers were killed, their dams break and wetlands drain, exposing the stored, decayed material to air, which turns it into carbon dioxide. Reducing future storage. The loss of beaver ponds has resulted in a loss of carbon storage equal to millions of tons, with some areas losing up to 2/3 of their carbon storing potential. I mean, that's just the carbon, right? And the beavers do far more in bringing back. I mean, beavers are responsible for providing an ecosystem for 80% of the animals. 80%. That includes amphibians, birds, okay? They restore the trees. Yes, they got to cut down some trees, but when they cut down the trees, that grows more trees. Okay, so just because one goes down, that means more are. They're intuitive. Their soul has all the wisdom and knowledge of the universe, and they don't fight themselves like humans do. Okay, yes, Americans fight themselves for sure. Okay, wolves. Okay, they're the trophic cascades, right? That we talked about in the last video. As apex predators, wolves regulate herbivore populations, allowing vegetation to grow and store more carbon. Overgrazing by prey in the absence of wolves, populations of herbivores like elk and moose surge, leading to overgrazing of trees, like we saw. Reduce plant biomass. This overgrazing prevents trees from maturing, destroying habitats that act as large carbon sinks. Increase storage with wolves. Wolf reintroduction has been shown to increase carbon storage in forests by enhancing tree biomass. In some scenarios, protecting wolves can aid in sequestering carbon equivalent to 10% of U.S. emissions. I just watched the movie The American President, and they were fighting over between a 20% reduction and a 10% reduction. Why are we even arguing about it? Let's just restore the wolves,